Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Liverpool in Football Manager 2020. And today we don't have any goals for you. Because since that last game when we won the Cup versus United, we played one league game and unfortunately it was a goalless draw versus West Ham. And then we played in the Champions League, the second knockout round, not the first knockout round but the second leg versus Benfica. And it was another goalless draw and I don't feel like this FA Cup game in an early round is too exciting. So I'm sorry guys, no goals here today. Today's episode is very special for a different reason. And that reason is real life Liverpool. Because as you know, when we've been looking at, in previous episodes, when looking at the table, the real life table, and comparing it to our table, which we will do soon in this episode too, we've been far behind the real life Liverpool. We are clearly not keeping track of them or even remotely close to beating them right now. But, and when I talk about but, you know we're talking about big buts. In real life, Liverpool finally picked up their first loss, and it was away versus Watford in late February. And they lost with 3 goals against none. And now we stand here and we are playing Watford away. This is the game that kind of like started Liverpool's smaller, not losing streak, but when they starting to struggle a tiny bit in the league. So maybe, yes, maybe this could be the moment when we instead turn things around. If we can beat them, we know that Liverpool lost 3 points here. If you take a look at the league table, and then we bring up the league table from real life, as you can tell from this real life league table, Liverpool have their first loss. So that Watford game has happened now on the league table. And even though we just managed to get a draw in the game we played, we're now only 9 points behind. So we actually managed to catch up a tiny bit. We're still far away, but we have managed to catch up a tiny bit. And maybe today that will continue. But yeah, as always, I talk a little bit too much. So let's play some football. And this is the Watford team we're up against. This is how we start. It's been a few days since the Champions League games. I've had some tight players. I've been doing some rotations. And also, Wijnaldum have an injury. He's going to be back in a few days. So it's nothing serious. But he's out with an injury for this one. But yeah, maybe, just maybe, this could be the moment when we start to actually catch up to real life Liverpool a tiny bit. But for that to happen, of course, we need to stay on winning. And we haven't won in our last 2 games, as you saw earlier. We lost we draw the last league game. We draw the last Champions League. Actually, I want to pause it here. One thing I haven't mentioned in this game, and that's the Watford manager. The one who's managing Watford right now is Mr. Stevie G himself, Liverpool legend, of course. And of course, we pick up an injury. Mo Salah injured, and you know how important he is for us. We're going to bring in Shaqiri instead. But that's clearly bad news. And of course, the first highlight is for Watford. It goes into the box. But maybe Mane wins it. We can hit them with a counter-attack. Mane super possession. Milner wins it. Goes back to Mane into the box. And another try, maybe. Nope, not at all. And that's going to be a free kick for them. That was a good try. And we've been goalless in our last 2 games. We're going to go attacking here. We clearly need to get back onto scoring goals. But that's the halftime whistle. Not much going on here at all. But tell them we're not pleased. I think actually... no, I didn't meant to start the second half. I was actually thinking about doing perhaps some tactical changes. Rolling a little something. Maybe like that-ish. Actually, we could go like this. Like... Yeah, I think that's an option to go a little bit more attack-minded. A corner from Trent. And a really good save by the goalkeeper. Now we are getting the highlights. But this time it is for Watford. Cleared. Going to come back. Cleared again. 3rd time. Try to get into the box. Maybe not. Here's Trent. Here's Trent. And it's going to be a red card. It's going to be a red card because he already have a yellow one. Maybe that's the help we needed because we need to get back on scoring goals. We see Robertson with the throwing, Keita, Firmino, Robertson, Fabinho, changing flank to Trent. Trent. Wait, it's Firmino! That was... He could have done better. Trent with the corner. Cleared, Matip wins it back. Right, subs then. Let's go to the tactics screen. Let's go back to the drawing board here, because I feel like we should go 2 strikers. Like, this is the 3rd game in a row where we haven't been even close to scoring. So it's between Milner, Fabinho, and Keita. Keita is by far the most tired one. Not by far, but he's the most tired one. He's not playing that great either. So let's go Bobby plus Divock Origi then. And have Origi as the advanced forward. And then, of course, we're going to balance this one out like that. Still nothing at all, though. Nothing at all. Look at this. This is like basically a wall. They're playing so defense-minded. Considering the way they are playing, I feel like we could go even more on the attacking side because they barely have anybody upstairs. And we could also go more direct passes, really try to speed things up. And then we have one last sub. Actually, going to confirm it here because I prefer the other screen when it comes to subs. Mane not having a great day. Let's bring in Lallana. Yeah, like that maybe. But we see Watford with a free kick. That should be, yeah, we should be safe now. Let's go very attacking. Come on, lads. Get creative. We see Fred with a throw-in. Origi into the box, and yes, there it is. Bobby Firmino. And we're going to pause this one ASAP and go back to the drawing board. Because look at the clock. We are far into extra time. We are going a lot more defense-minded now. I think it's actually time to kind of not park. Actually, let's park the bus. Where is it? There it is. Park the bus. I think that's the right decision. We just need to survive for 2 minutes. This clearly haven't been the greatest of games we played. It's been one of our worst. But that's our first goal in 3 games that we really had to fight for it badly before Bobby Firmino stepped up with the assist from Divock Origi. Clock now ticks on. That's the full-time whistle. I'm very happy with the win. I mean, you get happy when you score during extra time, but I'm really unhappy that, I mean, we were almost like 3 games in a row goalless. Look at this domination, 20 shots to 4, but we only managed to score in the 93rd minute. We really need to get our goal scoring working again if we want to challenge Liverpool for real. But that's it for this episode. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.